we have just completed logarithm function, so we are not solved any questions of logarithm functions. So we continue from there. What we are discussing logarithm functions is log ax. A should not be equal to 1. A must be greater than 0. A should be greater than 0. That's the problem. Right? So if I get a question, log 5 x minus 2, find 2. Whenever I get a question, I would like to see first what is the base here. The base is 5. What is the base here? The base is 5, which is positive, fulfilling the condition. So x minus 2 must be greater than 0. So x should be greater than 2. Domain open interval 2 to infinity. Suppose the next question. Log 1 by 3 under root x square minus 16. Log 1 by 3 under root x square minus 16. Again, I have to find the domain. What I saw here that the base is positive, it should not be equal to 1 greater than 0. Alright? Then I can write down this one as log 1 by 3 x square minus 16 to the power 1 by 2. Using the property, I can bring 1 by 2 to outside. Alright? So now x square minus 16 must be greater than 0 following this condition. Then as it is inequality, x minus 4, x plus 4 should be greater than 0. Go to number line, minus 4, 4 x coefficients are positive, positive, negative, positive, go to the positive. So domain is minus infinity to minus 4, union 4 to infinity. Fine. Next question. Suppose if I get a question, log x minus 2, 6 minus 6. But I can see that the base is no more a constant value, it is a variable term. And this is already a variable. So what I write down here? X minus 2 should not be equal to 1. X minus 2 must be greater than 0. So x is not equal to 3. X is greater than 2. I got two conditions here. Then 6 minus 6 is greater than 0. Alright, 6 minus 6 is greater than 0. Then 6 is greater than x. That means x is less than 6. Condition number 1, condition number 2, condition number 3. Go to a single number line with all these conditions. 1 is telling less than 6. Other one is telling greater than 2. And 1 is telling not equal to 3. That means I don't need this value. So values lie between 2 to 6 without 3. The answer is x belongs to 2 to 6 open interval minus 3. Alright? Next condition. Suppose a to the power x is equals to y. Then we know that log ay is equals to x. A to the power x equals to y, we know that log ay is equals to x. If log ax is greater than 1, greater than y, log ax is greater than y, then here two conditions arises. If a is less than 1, greater than 0, first condition, that case the answer will be x is less than a to the power y. the inequality will change. X is less than a to the power 5. Suppose second condition, if a is greater than 1, a cannot be equal to 1. If the base is greater than 1, then x will be greater than a to the power 5. I will hold to the inequality. Suppose if the condition is like this, log ax less than is equals to I. I can take less than is equal to I. If it is greater than is equals to, this condition will be less than is equal to. If it is greater than is equals to, this condition will be greater than equals to. If equal sign will be there, then it will be equal sign, you can consider. So the same condition here, a is less than 1, greater than 0. If a is less than 1, greater than 0, then x is greater than is equals to a to the power 5. Inequality changes. Second condition, if a is greater than 1, then x is less than is equals to a to the power 5. We must stick to the conditions. Okay, next. So, if I get a question, log 2, log 3x. Find the domain. Find the domain. Whenever I'll be going to get this kind of question, when I enter to the question, I'll log base to log 3x. I will treat this one as x. So my condition is, first I saw that the base is positive, then log 3x must be greater than 0. Log 3x is greater than 0. So now I am coming to the condition, inequality. Log ax is greater than y. Log 3x is greater than 0. Now you see the base. What is the base? Base is positive. Base is positive means greater than 1. I will stick to this condition. So after that I write down x is greater than e to the power 0. X is greater than 1. Condition number 1. So what I did? First I entered here. I took it as x, then I got this answer. Then I will go to the interior value here, the argument of log 2. That is, I will go to this log. What is the base here? 3. That means x must be greater than 0. Second condition. X should be greater than 0. Condition number 2. I will combine both the conditions in the number line. One is telling greater than 0. One is telling greater than 1. Infinity. This is the overlapping condition. So domain is 1 to infinity. Alright? So if I go to condition, log 4, log 2 by 3, log 5x. Log 4, then log base 2 by 3, then log 5x. Then I will start the question with log 4 base is positive. I will treat this one as x. Log 2 by 3, log 5x must be greater than 0. This value should be greater than 0. Now, this is the inequality of log greater than 0. I will stick to this condition. But what is the base here? The base is 2 by 3, which is less than 1. Which is less than 1 but positive. So I go to this condition. This is x now. Log 5x is less than 2 by 3 to the power 0. So log 5x is less than 1. Log 5x is less than 1. Again I go to the condition log 5x is less than 1. What is the base of 5? Base is 5. I will go to this condition. Base is 5. So if the base is 5 greater than 1, so I will go with this condition. Inequality holds. If x is less than 5 to the power 1. The first answer is x is less than 5. Equation number 1. What I did, I solved with the outer log here. Then I enter to this log. When I look at this law, what is the base positive? This is over now. I will enter to this law. What is the base positive? This must be greater than 0. Log 5x should be greater than 0. X should be 5 to the power 0. X must be greater than 1. Condition number 2. Then the last log. Log 5, what is x? X only x is greater than 0. Third condition. Overlap them with one number line. 1 is telling less than 5. 1 is telling greater than 0. 1 is telling greater than 1. You see what is the overlapping portion. The overlapping portion is complete overlapping portion. All three is 1 to 5. Answer is x belongs to 1 to 5. Alright. Next is, if fx is equals to 1 by 1 minus x, find f of fx. Alright? When fx I am writing 1 by 1 minus x. If I write down f of 5, it will be 1 by 1 minus 5. So if it is f of SCS, then 1 by 1 minus SCS. This question is very simple now. So f of fx is equals to now 1 by 1 minus fx. Instead of x, I will be writing fx. Now the original value of fx is known to you. Replace it here. One minus x by 1 minus x minus 1. That's your 1 cancels out. X minus 1 by x. So you got f of fx is equals to x minus 1 by x. Now I have to find out f of fx. Consider this one as gx and write down here f of gx. The outer function is f. What is the outer function? F. Where it is x, this one is x. If it will be 2, it will be 2. If it is gx, this will become gx. So it will become yours 1 by 1 minus gx. And the gx value is equals to what yours? X minus 1 by x. X minus x plus 1. Cancel out, x is answer. So I got the answer. f of fx is equals to x. In the examination they may ask you so that f of fx is equal to identity function. And a function means so the output is x, that is known as s. So I got the answer as x here. Next question. Suppose fx is equals to x plus 1 by x minus 1. Find f of fx. First you find out, suppose if it's, I write down f of 10, this will be 10 plus 1 by 10 minus 1. f of x cube, it will be x cube plus 1 by x cube minus 1. f of fx equals to fx plus 1 by fx minus 1. Now original value of fx will replace here. X plus 1 by x minus 1 plus 1. X plus 1 by x minus 1 minus 0. Take LCM. X plus 1, x minus 1, x plus 1 minus x plus 1. 1 cancels out. 2x by 2. Answer is x. It is not necessary that every time we get the answer x. It is a question of from the book. So next. equals to x cube 1 minus x cube. They may ask you find fx plus f1 by x. Very simple. Fx are write down as it is x cube plus minus 1 by x cube. When I am going to find out f of 1 by x, instead of x it will be entered by 1 by x. Instead of x it will be entered as 1 by x. So it will become 1 by x whole cube minus 1 by x whole cube. That becomes x cube minus 1 by x cube. 1 by x cube, it goes to numerator minus x cube. Cancelled out, this will cancels out, answer is 0. Next question. Fx is equals to a minus x to the power 10 or to the power 1 by 10. Fx is equal to a minus x to the power 10 or 1 by 10. Find f of fx. Alright. So now I'll write down f of fx here. A minus fx to the power 10. Instead of x, I'll enter as fx. Whole to the power 1 by 10. This power 1 by 10 is here. Now I'll replace the original value of fx. Fx is equal to a minus x to the power 10. When it will be replaced as fx, this will be replaced as fx. Now replace the value of fx here. A minus x to the power 10. A minus x to the power 10, 1 by 10. That's the value of fx. And whole to the power, what value is there? 10. And this value is already there. See once more. You replace this fx. Forget about this 10 and 1 by 10. This fx to the power 10 and this is whole to the power 1 by 10. This fx you replace as normally this value. A minus x to the power 10, 1 by 10. A minus x to the power 10, 1 by 10. Then this power and these two powers conjugatively are there, so they will multiply. So what will happen here? A minus x to the power 10, 1 by 10 into 10. Whole to the power 1 by 10. 10 cancel out. What is left? A minus a plus x to the power 10. A cancelled out. Alright? Similarly, they may ask you the question fx is equals to 7 minus x to the power n whole to the power 1 by n. Find f of fx at x is equals to 6. Almost similar question. You will replace this value. Here also you will get the answer as x and replace by the last value x is equal to 6. So the question will be getting a into fx plus b into f of 1 by x is equals to 1 by x plus 10. Find f of x. That means this is the question given to me, and from it I have to find out the value of fx. So what I did, I took it as equation number 1. Alright, then replace x by 1 by x in equation 1. Wherever x is there, replace it by 1 by x. A into f of 1 by x plus b into f of 1 upon 1 by x is equals to 1 upon 1 by x plus 10 that gives you a into f of 1 by x, b into f of x is equal to x plus 10, equation number 2. Now from equation 1 and 2, I have to find out f of x value. So just like linear equation, imagine that fx is equals to x and f of 1 by x equals to y. A linear equation is given, two linear equations are given and you have to find out the value of x. Then what you used to do? You will go for the elimination method, substitute, go for the elimination method. Try to remove the term y by making the coefficients equal. So what I do here? The coefficient of f of 1 by x is b and the coefficient of f of 1 by x is a. So multiply a to this equation and b to this equation. Equation 1 into a minus equation 2 into b. A square fx plus a into b f of 1 by x, a by x plus 10a. b, multiply this by b and write down this one first, b square f of x plus a b f of 1 by x, bx plus 10 b. Then subtract both the equations. This will be cancelled out. Take fx common. A square minus b square. A by x minus bx plus 10 a minus b. So f of x will get 1 by a square minus b square into a by x minus b by x plus 10 a minus b. Alright. So try to solve questions. We'll come back with more questions next class. Mostly some difficult questions will be there. Okay.